Today we are going to see about recursive function. Recursive function used in combination of strings and in DSA in 3 questions. What is recursive function? A function call itself again is called a recursive function. While writing a recursive function, we need to use a base condition. What is the use of base condition? The base condition is used to stop the function call. So what will happen if we don't use base condition? What actually happens means stack overflow condition will occur. If stack overflow will occur means when we run and the a dot slash a dot out file, it will say as segmentation failed. Segmentation fail or runtime error will occur. So that's why a base condition can be used. So here an example for recursive function. How recursive function actually works? Void function. An int, first I am declaring a function int main open bracket close bracket open curly braces function of 3. So here what actually I am calling a function inside the main function, and also I am assigning a parameter value 3, and here I am defining the function. How I am defining the function? As a void, because I am not going to return any values, and then int n close bracket and the parameter variable is int n, if open bracket. This is the base condition. If n is less than 1, and it needs to return the value to the function. Otherwise, function n minus 1 print allow. My question is I need to print allow 3 times. So this is how we can, and this is the stack flow. So LV represents local variable, PV represents parameter variable, RA represents return address. Here we used any local variable in main. No, we don't use any local variable. Thus we used any parameter variable. No, we don't use any parameter variable. And the return address of the main function is OS. And then here what actually happens means next function calls happen, right? So if any function calls happen, then a stack will created. In this stack, inside this inside this function, does any local variable exists or not? No means so no. Any parameter variable exists? Yes, parameter variable exists. With the help of this parameter, here we assigned a parameter value 3, right? So the parameter value 3 will going to store in n, int n. So the parameter variable is int n is equal to 3. And then what is the return address of this function? The return address of this function is main. Okay. Now I am checking the condition. 3 is less than 1 or not. What will return? It will returns false. False means again function call will happen. What is the parameter variable here? So here a function call happens. So again it goes again. What actually happen means here again it goes this function. So a stack will created. In this stack, what is the parameter variable means here what actually happens when we need to assign the parameter variable in n, and after assigning the parameter value 3 minus 1 what? 2. So this 2 will check the condition, and 2 is less than and 1, true or false. If it is true means what? False. So next function call will happen. 2 will assign in n. 2 minus 1 what? 1. So 1 is less than 1. No, false. And the return address of this stack is PS, previous stack. and then finally it becomes 1. 1 minus 1 0. So n is 0 is less than 1, true. What actually happen means this will cancel here. Again it comes to this line, right? So one allow will print, and this will deleted, and again it comes to this allow, and allow will print, and then again allow. So this is how recursive function works. Now I'm going to print 4321. How are you going to print the values in 4321? Means here void value is function of int into main open bracket, and I'm creating a main function. Inside the function function 4 and void function into n. If n is less than or equal to 0, return, else printf %d function n minus 1. Here main function stack created, and then we are calling the function. So n is assigned, condition is going to check, condition returns false. But before checking the condition, before calling the function, what we need to do? We need to do print 4. After printing 4, function call will happen, and 4 will assign a 4 minus 1 3. Condition returns false. So again and again this step, and then before calling the function we need to add the input. So what is the output? 4321. Yeah, also same, but instead we also printing a number after the calling of the function. So output is 432112. Now I'm going to check factorial of numbers. What is factorial of numbers? 4 into 3 into 2 into 1.